Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Carr now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Carr to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Throwing now is Carr. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Green. Throwing on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Green. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First catch so far by Chase. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 20 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. You look at the Saints defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. Kamara up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work down inside the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw is Carr. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Carr now on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Green. Here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Stays on his feet. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The throw over the middle taken in. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Operating from the gun, Green. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Green. Sliding out of the pocket. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Rosas' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Drain down. On first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw is Green. Looking to throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now Green from the gun on third down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr going to throw.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jameis Winston on target, repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes. Will Levis with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Green to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. Green. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now Carr throwing on second down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Carr. That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Green. And that's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Green.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carr, catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Returnable for Thomas.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now here's Green, looking to throw on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
On the handoff, running left, Moss.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Looking to throw. Green.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Green. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Operating from the gun. Carr.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And here's Green on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Green. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Operating from the gun. Green. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Here's second down.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He's back to throw. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Now 1st and goal.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Rosas now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that's caught by Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Carr.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Green. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
On second down, here's a run with Moss.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
This is first and 10.
One final try now for Carr.
He's got Johnson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Carolina,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.